Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over the new carburetor I got, show you the differences between it and our stock Tri-Z carburetor. While we're doing this, we also got the Kickstarter and the throttle cable to work with this and our new throttle assembly. So what I'm going to do is just show you like the differences between these two carburetors, how little differences there are, starting with like the throat diameter, the outer diameter of the throat, where this goes into our intake tube, how they fit with the this is the tube that comes into the back, and this is the one that goes to the engine. So one reason I chose this carburetor was the dimensions are extremely close to what they are on this, but it's just a little bit bigger. But it's not so big that we can't make it work. So first thing I want to show you is the throat diameter of the stock carburetor. .45 millimeters, and then the outside is 39.8 millimeters. On the new carburetor, the inside throat .36.5, and 43 millimeters on the outside. So it's quite a bit bigger on the inside, but only a little bit bigger on the outside. So I can heat this up, get it warm, and make it go over this one. So this goes on fairly easy. But once I warm this up, it'll soften up and it'll allow me to slide it over top of this. And then it'll be a real good tight fit once it's on there. Okay, on this side, our outside diameter, because the inside's not that big of a concern, the outside diameter is 57.4. Where this one has a little step on both sides. So on the smallest part it's 59.9, and on the bigger section it's 60.7. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to heat this up so I can get this to slip over. I'm also going to take this outside lip off, and I may even take the inside off so I can slip it on good all the way up inside here, because there's a lip inside here that ought to fit right into. So I'm going to try to do that, but I'm going to take this down to make it a little bit closer to this size and make it fit in the boot just a little bit better. Other than that, like I said, you see how this is a little bit flatter this direction than it is this way. This is considered an oval slide because it's rounded on the edges and then flat on the front and back. The inlets on them are pretty much in the same spot. The choke's on the other side. This is the original, of course, on the right side. This is on the left side. Hopefully this won't cause any problems to be able to reach the choke, because it just pulls up, pushes back down. The venting is very similar. I have two vents at the top and then a drain at the bottom. So that should be fairly easy to hook up to these, or put these in place on the the three-wheeler. So when we come back, I have started working on all this stuff and get this here turned down, and then we'll start putting on Kickstarter and the throttle cable. This is our Kickstarter. This came in yesterday. This is off of a Honda ATC 250 SX 3-wheeler. The splines are the same size as they are on this bike. So really all we got to do is slip it in place. Hopefully everything works, you know, everything lines up. Kind of looks right. I don't know if I want to put it in that spot or this spot here to give me plenty of kick. Probably there. If I can get my foot on that good and go ahead and push it around, I'll leave it there as long as that will fit. Yeah, I don't really like the way that's at. So let's go ahead and move it one spot here. We'll try that for now. I might actually even move it one more spline so we're not hitting the frame here. I think we'll do that instead. And all we got to do is just kind of tap it over in place to get the slot and the bolt to line up. Make sure that's where we want it. Looks good. Let me go get 12mm. Yep. Uh-oh, it's not going through. Okay, we might have to do a little bit of trimming or something here. I'm not sure. For some reason I can't get the screw line up again. Okay. I'm probably going to have to take this down just a little bit here with a Dremel. Apparently this little groove isn't quite as deep as it is on the Honda. So I'm going to have to work that out just a little bit. Alright, I got my Dremel. Excuse me. I'm just going to cut this in just a little bit. I was first just trying this little sanding disc thing, or sanding drum thing, but it's not aggressive enough. So now I actually have a grinding wheel. Okay, so this, I'm having a little short clearance on the front side of this. So I tried to get as much off the front, and then I took a little bit off of this to hopefully let the Kickstarter move back a little bit more as well. And there it is. Awesome. Yep. Okay. So now I've smoothed this out. Smooth the inside out just a little bit. Just got everything good and smooth. This had a little lip on the inside of it. I took it down too. I don't need those on anymore. So I don't have an actual heat gun, so I'm going to have to use a hairdryer. My wife and daughter was going to love me. This, that. I believe that's it. There it is. It's on. Now all I gotta do is tighten this up, go install this on the bike. Okay, so I know this is going to be tough to see because the carburetor mount's back in here. So you just kind of have to go along with me on the fact that I'm actually putting it on. Didn't foresee this. The carburetor is actually in the way on the two bottom screws. So I'm going to have to do the same thing I just did all over again. Except I got to take it off and then try to do it on the bike. This was easier to do out on the table than it is to do now. Alright, that's it. Now our next endeavor is to get the throttle cable run from you can hear that, that's full throttle, closing. So we're good on that. Alright, we'll come back. I'll have a few more things done. We'll be getting it ready to start. Okay, we're taking the spark plug out, put it in the cap. We're going to see if we have spark. We have good spark. Nice. We have good spark. So I'll put this back together. Get some fuel mixed up. And we'll see if we can get this thing to run. Now I have a fuel tank with some gas in it. We already checked the spark, so we got that. So let's see what we can do. It's in neutral. Oh. Let me pull the choke up. Okay, not any luck yet. Got a little caught up and off camera I got it to start. Still ain't got it to idle yet, which I think there's probably too big of an idle jet. I've tried a little bit of stuff with the mixture screw and that didn't help with the idle, because that's all it's for. And then the idle speed, and I still couldn't get it. And it didn't take much gas or anything to get it start, but I can rev it up once I get it started. I have to give it a little throttle to get it started, and then it'll go ahead and run until I let off the gas again, let off the throttle. But there you go. Once I let off the gas, though, it's like I said, you can see it died. So I got to do a little bit of adjustment on that. So I'm probably going to try going a slightly leaner jet, because it was smoking really bad, which I understand with this setup it's going to smoke, because I got it mixed to like 16:1 to give myself plenty of oil and everything. So that being said, I think we're going to end this video. We'll come back on the next one and try to get that carburetor leaned out, or at least tuned to where it'll work good, and go from there. Once I get it running, then I can start doing other stuff to it to make it rideable, make it a little better. You know, new fenders. This front fender here broke off, you know, the other day, just moving it, and get to take the gas tank off and get it cleaned out. Just go through the bike, cleaned it up a little bit to make it usable, so we can actually ride it. Still don't have a seat for it. I got to get a seat for it too. But I didn't want to do any of that stuff until I could make sure that it would run. So that being said, I think we'll end this video off here. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching, if you made it this far especially. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and check out my Patreon account. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Share with your buddies. Give me some. I'm still a little short on subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 right now. I was hoping this would get it. We'll see you guys on the next one.